3, 2, 1.
Woo! I'm gonna turn on the light.
Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. You know that on TikTok?
No.
What's her face? She's like, what's a muse? Well, like, I was trying Safdie's muse on Uncut Gems.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
You have not?
I don't really go on TikTok that much anymore.
It's so funny. Okay, well, I'll show you when we're done.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back this week.
Episode 4?
Wow. Time flies. That's like a whole month.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we went in school for a month.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So that's something to go. You got something more than me.
Not really. Anywho. So, I thought first we could talk about like the Super Bowl halftime show maybe.
Oh yeah,
because that'll get us like warmed up.
Yeah.
And then I can ask you this question. So I saw a TikTok and it was of a Beyonce concert. Mm-hmm. And she like dabs her sweat.
Yeah, and then throws the fucking towel. And then gives it
to someone. And I'm like,
gross.
Is there anyone where you would want that from?
Absolutely not.
No one.
No one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'd throw up.
There's not a single person's sweaty towel that I would want.
Pissed if you did that to me. I'd be livid.
Yeah.
That's disgusting, and the fact that you think I want that is how little you think of me.
Like, the only reason, like, if Beyonce, like, threw that at me, like, I would just sell it to someone who would want it and make money.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one I would ever want a sweaty towel
keep
from.
That?
Yeah,
that's gross.
Okay, that was my question. Because, like, I just found it so interesting.
Because there's so many people who, like, die for that shit.
Yeah, that person was, like, screaming, crying. And I'm like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Nasty. All right.
So you never know.
So the halftime show featured Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, surprise performance by 50 Cent.
It wasn't a surprise performance.
Yeah, he wasn't listed. No.
On the one I saw, he was.
He was not.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar and Eminem. And then Anderson .Paak on the drums.
Yeah.
Because I saw him and I was like, wait, is that really him? And then it was him, and I'm like, they literally just brought him out to play the drums. Yeah, they did. Which I found interesting. But what did you think?
So, I have some controversial opinions.
Okay.
I think... So, first of all, it was like, this is going to sound so incredibly bad. Mm-hmm. Like, so incredibly bad.
But you're not white.
It still sounds terrible. It sounds terrible.
Okay.
I think that their caliber of music does not fit the production of a Super Bowl halftime show.
I understand what you mean.
And that sounds so bad. That's literally me being music racist.
I don't think that's being music racist.
But, like, Kendrick's was. If Kendrick...
And that's what it is.
And Eminem's could have been. But that era of music with those artists...
10 years ago.
No, Eminem could have done a great job now, too.
Probably that, too.
But, like...
Kendrick... But, like, here's the difference between Kendrick Lamar and all of them. Maybe this is me being racist. Maybe it's just me being, like, snobby. But, like... Kendrick Lamar's music and vision and, like, him as an artist is artistic. The other ones are just rapping. Like, I think their music, like, is good.
No,
it's fun.
I think it's completely different.
But, like,
wait, what did you say? It was like art?
He's, like, the artistic one.
Okay.
You know, like, his section of the show, like, had, like, a theme.
Okay, this is the difference. Because Kendrick Lamar, now, music... is a performing art. It's not just like music that you're listening to.
Especially for a halftime show. You know, they're never gonna put like someone who only like Adele can't do a halftime show because it's just ballads. But it's just ballads. That's not like halftime music.
I know. But like, yeah. And it was insane to watch because I was like, this is great. Like, I love this so much, but it's not a halftime show.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Super Bowl halftime show.
What I enjoyed was how they didn't just have a stage, but they had like a set.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy that, even though I felt like they didn't use it and there was like no story.
Yeah.
I was really, because like the trailer for the halftime show was like incredible.
It was insane.
Like, incredible, and it seemed like
but
they were
even
gonna
when I saw the set at first, I was like, that's really small.
Yeah, but like also they can't make it too big because
I know, but
they have like 10 minutes.
I know, but I just like, I expect maybe to be like, so they were like 5 different blocks. If they had just like spread them out more
also,
across the field, I think it would have been better.
Well, wasn't it supposed to be like a block in Compton?
Sure, but I think.
But also, like, you had 3 cars there, never used. Yeah. Like, well, why? What's the point of the cars? Also, like, they just kept raising and lowering that like studio one, and I'm like, why are we? What is? I just feel like they had like a fun set. They had an incredible trailer, and then we got like no story, and like
because
every performance felt rushed and like half finished.
Yeah, that's for sure. It was so short this year. The whole thing was short.
It was the normal amount of time, because think about it. Each of them did like 2 of their songs.
No, they didn't.
They did like each of them did like half of 2 of their songs.
I don't even know half. Like some people only did 1 verse.
True. Okay, sure, but that's like most songs have like 2 to 3 verses.
3 verses and 2 choruses, or 3 choruses.
Yeah. So like, but still, okay, but I think it was still 15 minutes because they're all like 15 minutes long. Okay. But I just felt like one end, we go to the next one, and I'm like, are they done? Like when Kendrick finished, I was like, there's no way like we're done with it.
Yeah, like I thought they were all gonna come. They also didn't all come back together then.
There wasn't like a number at the end they did all together.
Yeah.
And I was like...
Yeah. It's truly because those people are good at music. They're not performing artists. Kendrick Lamar is a performing artist because he's a contemporary musician, which you have to be a performing artist.
And like when you watch it, it's like Dr. Dre and like Snoop Dogg. Also like, you watch a video of them doing it like 20 years ago in like a club or something, and they're like swearing all over the place, and it's like, of course that makes it better. Like that's the style that they do. Exactly. You know, like even Kendrick Lamar doing like All Right, it's like you're cutting every other word because you can't do it. And so it's like good exposure, because like I went to my mom's office the next day and like no one knew who Kendrick Lamar was, so I had to like explain who Kendrick Lamar is, you know, and I'm like, oh, he's like pretty much of our generation at this point. But like to me, the halftime show.
It doesn't matter.
To me, the halftime show was just like a celebration of Dr. Dre. Like I think that's the whole reason for that entire thing.
I could see that. Yeah.
Cause like he's produced.
He was so cute at the end though. He was like.
Yeah.
He was on the board.
He's back.
He was
on the board. Too. But like, he wasn't doing shit.
I think they told him he was though. I think me and we were talking about it. We were like, oh my god, he's having a time. He like thinks he's mixing right now, and we were like, beep. We were like,
Do you go back in?
Yes. That's why I had to do it, because if I didn't, I wouldn't remember. Yeah. And we were like, it was definitely like a part of his contract that like he gets to live mix it, because that's his whole thing. Yeah. Like he's a great producer. That's his shit. He did not. That board was all white. Yeah. But I think he might have thought he was.
Yeah, maybe.
He was so proud. He was like, oh my god, it's hilarious.
And like,
Dr. Dre, if you're listening, we are so sorry to break it to you.
Sorry, bud. I have like no opinions on Snoop Dogg, but he's
so
the funniest person. Like you cannot look at him, you cannot hear a single word without laughing. But like ever.
It's because he's so genuine all the time.
Yeah, but he's also like so smart. Like he's such a good businessman. Yeah, it's incredible.
It's just because
he's high the whole time.
Completely genuine. Yeah, like he does not give a fuck.
He just straight up.
And he'll say it, and you're like, wow, if anyone else told me that, they'd get fucking like dead. Yeah. But because he says it like without any sense of anything besides like wanting the best for you, you're like, damn. Yeah.
Also, people are like complaining about it being like a racially charged. I don't think this halftime show.
How?
They're racist.
What would be racially charged? I'm just confused.
Like and none of them even did like their like racially charged songs, you know? right?
No, that's why I'm like, so, can you give me the example?
Kendrick Lamar has a ton of songs about, like,
No, I'm talking about in the halftime show.
No.
What was there?
It's just them being racist.
I don't know to say that.
What?
I don't know to say that.
But, like, there was nothing racially charged about it. And, like, people just get mad at whatever they do unless it's, like, Bruce Springsteen singing about America. Like, they're gonna get mad at it. Like, J-Lo and fucking Shakira, they're literally singing about butts, you know, and, like, shaking their ass. Like, who cares? And, like, celebrating, like, Latin culture. And you're gonna get mad about that? Oh, there's butts. And then this year, too, people were getting mad about the dancers. It's like...
The dancers didn't even do anything, like, suggested.
Exactly.
They, like, jumped around.
And it's literally, like, if you're scared of your kids seeing that, I guarantee you they've already searched porn on whatever access to the internet they have. Like,
but also, the thing with this was that, like, the football is so reliant. Like, they use fucking hip-hop all the fucking time. Like, that is the music of the NFL. That's what's always playing for the athletes. Like...
But, like...
Those athletes exclusively listen to that shit, even, like, the religious ones.
Yeah, the athletes for sure. But, like, even, like, on broadcasting now, since, like, do you know... I've told you this. That Jay-Z is, like, the NFL's, like, music person.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do. So, like, he's also, like, diversified.
No, but, like, that is the fucking thing.
Because, like, in the last 5 years, I think, like, Lady Gaga is the only white person to perform at the halftime show.
Oh, you're saying Jay-Z is the one in charge?
I don't know if Jay-Z picks halftime performances. He like helps curate music that's
licensing.
Played, yeah, like that's played like during games, before games, like during broadcasts and stuff.
But like, I just think about it, like at my white high school.
Yeah, they would all
just
listen
rap.
to. Yeah.
And like that is what was playing on the loudspeaker.
Oh, yeah.
But then those bitches would get in their trucks and play country music and act like they weren't just fucking giving their all to some fucking Kanye West song that I didn't even know. And I was like...
Here we are. The duality of man.
Truly.
The duality.
Truly.
So, yeah, I think we have, like, pretty similar thoughts on the halftime show.
Yeah. And it's, like, so sad.
Like, what's been your favorite halftime performance?
Coldplay? Did they play with Beyonce? Beyonce, Coldplay.
But you like Coldplay for some reason.
I don't. The thing is, I don't like Coldplay, but in performances, it's because they are just like Snoop Dogg. They don't give a fuck about what anyone's thinking about their performance. They're just having the time of their lives.
But also, like, it was boring.
What are you talking about?
Like,
they made like a pretty
Beyonce and Bruno Mars carried the halftime show, and both of them had just had halftime performances like 3 or 4 years prior.
Okay, so then it probably wasn't Coldplay. It was probably that other fucking Maroon 5.
That was your favorite?
No. I'm saying with that, there was one where maybe Coldplay was with Katy Perry.
No. Coldplay had their own thing, and they brought out Beyonce and Bruno Mars.
Oh.
It was like for the 50th Super Bowl.
Okay, well then that one. I don't care if you say that Beyonce and fucking... Okay, but the thing is, they didn't bring Beyonce and Bruno Mars out to like get the views or whatever.
Right.
They did it just because they love their music.
That, but I also think since it was the 50th Super Bowl, I think they were like, we're like going big and like we're bringing back past halftime show people too. Okay. I think like that also played into a little bit, and it might not have been Coldplay's full decision.
I agree with that, but also when they're performing though, you can tell
that
Chris Martin is like, oh my god, Beyonce's here.
Yeah.
Like, he is just a normal human in his little brain. And he's having just as much fun with all, like, the twists and turns that we are as audience members.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that that's not a great performance. Also, that performance was also during the day, like, during the light.
Yeah.
Because it was 3 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Or, like, 4.
That's true. They, like, for this halftime show, they didn't have any, like, light control.
Because it's
bright.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
And that is never good for the Super Bowl halftime show. It needs to be dark.
They need, and they need, like, arenas with, like, full control. Or they, like, need to be later.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't start the Super Bowl later just because, like, the Super Bowl in California started at 3:30.
I know.
And it's, like, I mean, I guess they could push it back, like, an hour and be in prime time more, but then the Super Bowl goes later into the night.
Exactly, yeah.
And, like, they like to start it early so then they can, like, do their show after.
Yeah.
So they can be like, you're watching the show now, and, like, you get your ratings.
Yeah.
It's just, like, so dumb, but it is what it is. But yeah, because, like, Lady Gaga's was in Houston, and, like, that's an arena.
Yeah.
And, well, I think it might have, like, a open and closable roof, but, like, they had full light control, you know? So then, like, that's part of your show.
Yeah. I think it would have been so much better if it could have been
for
black.
Sure.
Because that kind of environment are what those artists are used to.
Right.
They're not used
like
to
pitch black,
like festivals
crazy
and shit like
lights.
that.
Yeah, you're right.
As soon as I saw it and it was light outside, I was like, damn.
But did you see Maria Taylor of NBC Sports, whatever, walking behind Snoop Dogg, and she put her fucking hand on him, and he went, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh my
I
God,
started dying.
so
that
bad.
was so hilarious. I'm like, why did she just touch him?
Yeah, I was like, first of all, why is she like? How much are they paying her to do this?
Yeah.
Because like, they would have to be paying me a lot to do that shit.
To just walk behind Snoop
To
Dogg.
walk behind Snoop Dogg and then talk as if he's not standing
right
away
there
from you, and then you have to touch him.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like that was her choice, though.
I don't think so. Like, you know better.
I guess.
That shit
I don't know.
is so embarrassing. Like...
Yeah, I would be like...
If someone told you to do that, you'd be like, no.
Yeah,
like I'm so sorry, but...
I can't.
And then they'd be like, no, you have to.
And I'd be
this
like,
is your job.
no.
We're paying you. You're going to have to give me a 3,000% raise to do that shit.
It's like, you don't need to pay me.
Yeah. God.
I will not be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, now I'm just waiting to see next year's.
Yeah, same.
That's like
the Bills
all
will be there.
The Bills will be in the Super Bowl next year. Mark our words.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
He already put a bet down for the Super Bowl next year because he didn't read it correctly. He thought it was this Super Bowl, and he put a bet on
for the Rams.
That was a glitch. And I was like, where are you buddy?
Oh my gosh. They are fucking winning so much right now.
I almost put money on the Bills to like make it to the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah.
But then I was like, the odds were only plus 700, and I was like, no. At some point next season, when they're like on after they lose this game, like, cause like they're not gonna like have a perfect season next year.
No.
Like, no way. And if you do, what will I do if the Bills have a perfect season next year?
He will donate $1,000 to the Bills organization.
Or like a good work, or like
that's what I was thinking, but I couldn't think of one.
We'll donate it to a charitable
like look up the
organization.
ones that the Bills donate to, and then choose one of those.
We'll donate to Oshai Children's Hospital under Josh Allen's name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know why you're saying we.
Me. If they have a perfect
I'll
season.
donate a little bit.
Perfect up until the playoffs. Like undefeated going into the playoffs.
I think undefeated the playoffs plus 2 games.
So like 2 games into the playoffs?
Yeah.
Well, if they go in undefeated, they're going to be the first seed, no matter what.
Okay.
And then they're going to only play 2
game.
games to get into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So they would have to be in the Super Bowl. So you'll donate $1,000 if the Bills go undefeated into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. So we won't have to do that.
No, but I'm like really hoping it does.
I mean, that would be incredible.
Like, it's gonna suck for me then, but I'm also gonna feel so good.
Like the 2022 Bills become the second team in NFL history to go completely undefeated through the Super Bowl.
I believe they could do that.
I mean, we'll see what off-season moves they make. That depends. That can change stuff.
It is gonna be a different team.
But like we have our like big playmakers. You know, like it's like we're still gonna have Josh.
They were playing their brothers, the Diggs.
Yeah, at the Pro Bowl. Yeah, that was really cute. Yeah, like we're still gonna have Stephon. We're still to have Josh Allen, of course. You know, Gabriel Davis is completely underrated, and people will start giving him his credit. I mean, he had 4 touchdowns in 1 playoff game. Come on, that's insane. So we don't know if Cole Beasley's coming back. We don't know if Emmanuel Sanders is coming back.
No, he's not. Didn't he get traded?
No.
Are you sure?
I believe I would know about it.
I feel like they posted it on Instagram.
Who did, the Bills?
Yeah.
No.
Did he retire? He signed somewhere
today?
Else. No. Like 2 weeks ago.
Where did he sign?
I don't fucking remember.
2 weeks ago, the 2021 season was still happening.
Okay, it was like 2 or 3 days after the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
Or the Pro Bowl.
I'll look it up.
It was like around the Pro Bowl time.
I'll look it up. I don't think he has yet.
I remember seeing it being like, oh, shit.
But also, like, the last couple of years, he's been, like, just jumping to teams he thinks is going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Anyway, what do you want to talk about next? Hamilton?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. How do you...
So, you came up... Yeah. So, we both saw Hamilton. He saw the matinee. I saw the late night. The regular fucking show. And
the 8 p.m. performance.
It was a fucking late night. We didn't get out of there until midnight.
Well,
not actually.
Well, yeah, but it's like a 3-hour show with an intermission. God. It's 3 hours, yeah. I mean, we got out at like 5, and I had class at 5:45, so I was like, waddling. Then he waddled away. Waddle.
So, I had some. Oh my gosh.
Keep going.
Oh my gosh. I had some like interesting feelings about it, and Max came up to me at school the other day and was like, "We have to talk about this." And he said that he can't believe it was as good as you say. Say what you said.
I don't remember what I said.
You said you were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it was like as good as it was, or like better than it was, or something like that."
I think the performances surprised me because I think
you said how good you were surprised at how good the performances were.
Yeah, I think I was just expecting because I've listened to the original album
and you saw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, and so I was so prepared for all the performances to disappoint me, and
that bitch.
And I don't.
Keep going. Why'd you take so long to answer the phone? Okay.
Wow, this is chaotic.
It's fine. Just keep going. I kind of really have to pee too.
I was like, can we just
keep
finish?
Going? Yes.
And so I was like, we have to cut that part.
No, we don't.
Oh my god. And so
it would be so.
And so
funny.
I was like, wow, none of the performances really made me be like, ew, that was unbearable, you know?
Oh, unbearable.
And
but
so
were you ever that's a B list? That's sure not
yeah,
A. Okay,
for
okay.
sure.
Okay, cool.
I think Eliza lost me a little bit in the second half.
Really?
Yeah, in the second act, I don't think her burn was very strong, and then
lost you in the second half. Okay.
Yeah, and her when
let's go chronologically through the show at the beginning.
Okay.
Who were you surprised by? Who were you disappointed by?
All right.
Alexander Hamilton. Let's go down the character list.
Okay, so I thought he was fine.
Uh-huh.
Definitely has a better voice than Lin-Manuel.
Oh,
singing.
That's not hard to do.
I know, but that I enjoyed more because when you hear Dear Theodosia and Aaron Burr and him are singing together, it sounds good because they can both sing.
Oh, did you have any understudies?
Yeah, our Philip and Lawrence, John Lawrence was an understudy.
Who was it?
A literal child. He looks so young.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so interesting then.
Because yours did you have the OG? Did you have any understudies?
The OG.
Yeah,
we had an understudy we had a swing at intermission.
Oh, really?
Second half.
A swing on,
Maria. Yeah, Maria Reynolds. Mariah Reynolds. And Peggy. It was a different Peggy for first act.
And they swung her in.
Yeah.
Was the second one better? Because our Mariah...
I don't know. I was so excited to see our Peggy as Mariah Reynolds.
Really?
I was so excited. And they're like, la la la, I was performing for Mariah Reynolds. And I was like...
Oh. Was that good? Was she good?
Wait. But then I was like, oh, so maybe they separated the Peggy and Mariah tracks. But I was like, I don't know why they do that. But maybe that actor was on a special contract, something like that.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when Peggy came back, I was like, fuck. She actually came in and swung. It was so
But why did she need to swing if she bowed at the end?
No, she didn't. No. The person that came in for Mariah was then Peggy.
Oh, yeah. She changed outfits.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I was so disappointed because I really wanted to see the first act Peggy as Mariah.
Back.
Yeah.
Do you not...
It's fine. Keep going. Okay, I just want to talk about this. Okay, so Burr. What are your opinions on Burr?
I thought he was good.
You thought he was good from the beginning?
I think I warmed up to him, but I wasn't disappointed by him.
I was very...
I didn't get this level of analysis. What are you pointing at?
The camera. All right. So from the top of your point.
That's us being it still.
What?
Nothing. So at the beginning, I was like, "Damn, Miss Burr is bad."
Keep
that's
going.
from your I was like, "Damn, that shit is he's bad."
Really?
Not bad. I was just like, this is not good, not enjoyable. He wasn't bad.
Also, in the first act, his character is not the best.
But then no. So I was watching it. I was like, I don't really think I like this. But then I was like, no. It's just that Leslie Odom Jr. has such a smooth tone that it just sounds so good.
He's also just so smooth, as a person.
Yes. Yeah.
And
he also had from the beginning, he was very ha ha ha, I'm the best.
He commanded the...
Yeah, and then he realized he was wrong and had to falter and then fucking go after him. Yeah. And this was not this for at all. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to people in the office about it, and they were like, yeah, a lot of people say they don't like him at first, but then when we got to wait for it, I was like, this is why he got the role. He sung this at this audition. Yeah. And then every song after that he was singing, I was like, well, he probably sung this during the audition. That's why he got it. It was so good.
Until Wait For It, hers very, he has, a couple lines here and there.
But he has a character. I didn't see that much of a character. True. He was just, nonchalant about everything until then.
Yeah, fair enough.
All of his comments to Hamilton and stuff like that were just bro, this is...
I thought Lafayette Jefferson was weak as Lafayette, but good as Jefferson.
That's what he thinks too.
Because his French accent was just not good.
I know.
It was just
and also that part was written for David, who
can do
Guinness World Record type of rapping.
Yeah.
Other people can't do that.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah. But everyone will admit that.
Yeah.
But then if that is a problem for every other performer, switch the music. Our George Washington was so good.
I think we had the same one. Ours was really good.
I was
he was really good.
Damn, I don't even want But
you just, as George Washington, I feel you just need to have
you have
that,
to feel it.
Yeah, you have to be commanding one, and you also have to have that strong
It's not deep, commanding. It's just you are the power in the room.
Right.
You're not bossing people around.
You walk
people
in and
listen to you.
You're there. You know,
exactly.
they're just coming to you.
Yeah.
You know? And so and he did that really well. And One Last Time was really good.
Yeah.
Our Angelica was good. Mandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
I didn't realize it was her until I was there the next day and I was talking about it.
Her rapping surprised me.
Yeah. Do you want to know something?
What?
I don't really like her as a performer, though.
That's, yeah.
I've never liked her as a performer.
When have you seen her?
In the Heights.
What was she... Oh, you didn't like her vocal performance? You didn't see In the Heights?
Yeah, I did.
Where? In person?
Yeah, with my dad.
Really?
We've talked about this many times. I wrote an essay on it freshman year.
No.
Okay. But, she's shut up.
Okay.
God. I don't remember what I was going to say.
Her in The Heights, wasn't it?
No, it's just
impress you? Did you see the full original cast in The Heights?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember
though.
God. What was I saying? I've never thought that she was a bad singer.
Yeah.
But I've just never liked it.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing where, I would never cast her in most things.
He liked her singing more than...
Eliza's?
No, than in the recordings.
Oh, yeah. I think that character is just annoyingly written.
Yeah, I would agree.
Musically.
And I think,
I think most of the women are.
I think Renee kind of... That's her name, right?
Yeah.
The original. I think she kind of, embraced that, though. The annoying.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And I think Mandy hasn't fully... Her name's Mandy?
Yes.
Mandy?
No, it's Mandy.
Our Mariah Reynolds did not have a good key change.
Do you know who it was? Our Mariah Reynolds was not good either. She wasn't bad.
It was the original.
No
we can go look at the playbook.
Oh, it was the original? Oh, so...
Not the original. But
okay, what kind of hair did she have?
Curly.
Okay, what kind of hair did her Peggy have?
Curly.
Never mind. So you
she just, restyled it for Mariah Reynolds. She didn't, it wasn't, a different wig.
Okay.
I think.
So
They all wear wigs,
right? Yeah. You probably saw the Peggy that we saw. I mean, the Mariah that we saw.
Maybe we can go look.
Yeah.
But, the only two reasons that you, should pay any money to see Hamilton are the lighting.
Oh, my God.
And the choreography. Was so
good. Honestly, I... was not paying attention to the plot or the main characters most of the time.
You were paying attention to the lighting.
the lighting, but also the dancers, the ensemble. Yeah. I was like fucking like a hawk attached to them, especially during fucking the one at the bar. I don't fucking remember, because oh my goodness, because they're like beats and they're like oohs, and they would like be doing normal things and they would start going with the beats. Oh my god, it was so good.
Oh well, it's directed by your favorite director.
I know.
I forgot about that.
You did?
Yeah, until I forgot about it.
Until you saw a chair.
Until I saw this chair's flying, and then I went right because so I remember speaking to and he was like, well, of course it's directed by Tommy. This is for the wrong man. He's like, yeah, it's directed by Tommy Kail. Like, the chairs and benches are just, like, flying everywhere. So, like, and I was like, ooh, he came for you. But, like, also...
You saw what, Hamilton?
Beep! No, I saw him at the wrong man because he was working at NCC. Yeah. But, also, like, I will tell you that... I think 20% of that show is directed and the rest is just choreographed.
No, yeah.
Like, movement-wise,
if you're with a director, if you are a director with a choreographer, your job is to pick the choreographer that will know your vision and execute it.
Also, like, you have to still do, like, the emotional parts of the characters as a director and all that, but, like...
And you can tell the choreographer like when something is not working, and you're like, this is the emotion I get from it, and this is the emotion I'm getting from it, and fix it.
But I will say, like, no formation, no dancing, nothing was, like, unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, everything, like, really worked well.
Yeah, I agree.
And, like, my favorite part is when they row him across the Hudson. Like, that's so creative.
When that happened, I was like, how'd they come up with that? Like how'd they do that?
Yeah.
Like, who did that? How did that happen in the rehearsal room?
And, like, the turntables going.
Because I'm sure that it was just a joke. Like, I'm certain that they did it as a joke, and they're like, no, do it again. And they're like, what? Ha, ha, ha. And they're like,
we're keeping it.
No, that is, like, 100% what happened.
But it looks so good.
So good.
And it's just, like, turning.
Yeah. At first, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then they started moving, and I was like...
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And, like, the set's simple.
Yeah.
It's, like, fine. The costumes are good. It's fine.
That's the thing. Like, that's the thing that all of the shows that I, like, have in common is that they're, like, one set that turns into a bunch of different things. Mm-hmm. But not, like, actually turns into a bunch of different things.
This is just, like, fluent things.
Like, turns into things.
And so, like, they fly in something or, you know, like, that's the only transition. But they also change the way that the, like, stage is set up. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
With like desks.
No, with like everything. They
also,
just transform the space very easily.
They literally use the moving staircase once in the show. It's like like at the end of Act 1 and the beginning of Act 2, and then they never use it.
They use it all the time for George Washington, for fucking
George Washington. They didn't use it just at the end of Act 1.
No, they used it for George Washington. He was on it over here on stage left, and then moved to center, and then he came down, and then. I don't remember what else happened. But they also used it for Jefferson.
Yeah, that's the beginning of Act 2.
They also used it for someone else.
No.
Also, I loved...
What did you love?
You know who I'm talking about.
No.
Oh my god.
Also, I did not realize that whole theater's off ground, like street level.
Yeah, it's really
It's pretty interesting.
Fuck. What is that character called? Come on, name them. You know them.
All of them?
Side characters. Founding fathers.
Hercules Mulligan.
And /
James Madison.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Loved him.
He was good. I was a little cold to him at the beginning.
Yeah, I was too.
But he did his own performance.
Yes.
Of the show. Like his role.
Yes.
Because I feel like everybody else did.
And I respected that so much, and I liked it.
Yeah. I agree.
The only reason I was like a little cold to it at the beginning was because I was used to the other one.
Agreed, and I feel like at the beginning it like felt like he wasn't putting energy in, but was
then you
just
realize
the performance that he was giving. Yeah. True. But I will still always cry at the ending.
I didn't cry at all. I was expecting to sob. Nothing happened.
How did you not cry at the end?
Because it wasn't good.
What wasn't good?
I wasn't like, it didn't make it sad. I hate the gasp at the end too. What is it?
Okay, so I thought the gasp at the end, the house lights come up a little bit and she sees the audience. The house lights did not come up at all.
Oh, I was like, what?
Because that's like her seeing that
the legacy,
we're telling her story. Telling his story.
Also, like, he made such a moment of it, and no one knows what it is. Yeah,
but also that last number, like the music for it itself is just like really sad.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Like who lives, who dies, who tells your story.
No, it's so good.
But
yeah, Eliza was not that strong, but I think she was the strongest female.
I would say Mandy comes very close because...
Okay, we can say that.
Maybe my Eliza just gave a, weak performance in the second act.
What did your Eliza look like?
She was, the main cast one.
So then we saw the same one.
Yeah.
And she just isn't good.
Okay.
I think Eliza has to be a very particular kind of person who can, really ground her. Mm-hmm. And this one made Eliza so, bubbly and stupid. Drunk in love.
Yeah.
But not drunk because she's a child.
Yeah. True. I get what you're saying. That makes sense. That checks out. Did you, get emotional at all?
During One Last Time, because I fucking love that song.
I was close to crying at the end of One Last Time.
Bro, it was so good.
What about, It's Quiet Uptown?
Oh, I did cry during that.
Yeah. That's
it's sad.
And it's
forgiveness.
All the people, kills me. Can you imagine? I'm like...
When that happened, though, I almost started laughing. That is hilarious. That all of us are like... But they literally... They're like, oh my god, what's happening? Forgiveness, you fucking idiots. And I was like, we're all sitting in here sobbing our eyes out.
Yeah.
So bad that they have to, spell it out, literally, for us. And we're all still sobbing. That is a terrible line.
But it's, sung so well.
I know, but that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Because they just shove it in your face.
Yeah.
They're like, boom, and you're like, no. Yeah. True. So true, bestie. All right. I think that's it for today, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Send us a voice memo.
Yeah. Answer the questions.
Ooh.
Are you going to put questions?
Yeah, we can always do it.
We'll figure it out.
Easy.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Jayla will figure it out. And I'll catch you next week.
Bye. Forgiveness.
Can you imagine?
Isaac.